Hello and welcome back to Charwell. It's a long time since we've been on here with me. Things have moved on a lot. We've had a pretty disastrous winter on here. We've just spent the last few days frantically re-drilling all our winter crops, which were practically destroyed by the weather. And there's been some big changes to the setup we've got on here. Currently got a contractor in helping us for once. Still got a few fields to do ourselves. We're just getting ready to start helping the potato guy again. We've still got our sugar beet to drill yet. It's just been so wet and cold that we haven't dared do anything. So had some extra casual staff helping us, so we've got most fields drilled now between ourselves and the neighbours. We've got to come and do this one very shortly on the right here for the potato grower. It's got a lot of spring wheat, spring barley and spring rape gone in so far. Just need to go and check on the contractor at the moment. There's a lot of crops weren't even harvested last autumn on here, unfortunately, due to the weather. I has to guess he might just be stopped at the moment. Got someone in with a challenger just to get over these rough fields up here. He's still going. He's getting on with it. He's getting there. I need to stop him. We've still got a couple of fields up this way to drill because we have expanded. Still got to get this field subsoiled yet. Luckily the crop on here hasn't affected us much. We do now own these fields, but they were never harvested last year by the previous owner. Still got them to get drilled. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with them yet. We'll make our way up to the farmyard now. There's been a few changes up there. This time has really moved on since you were here last. So has our machinery fleet. Bit of a change of colour gone on due to the expansion. We've had to re-evaluate how we do things. Let's get these fields drilled yesterday. A little bit concerned about the vineyard in there, but luckily we don't have much to do with that other than the occasional spray in there. Got one field in here left to sort out. It's either going to become sugar beet or we're going to let it to the potato grower in there on the left. Big changes to the farmyard. I've gone in with a relation with some of their land as well to share machinery. So it seemed to be the best idea. We've now got the grain storage complex, so the old barn what was here when we bought the yard was starting to leak. So we had a whole new grain store complex installed. Which has cost a few pounds. We've got the new combine has been delivered. So we're on to the 8900 in the end, as we've got more land now. The class baler, we won't go into what happened to that. But let's just say it had an allergic reaction to miscanthus and got a bit warm under the collar. So we now have a chrome one to replace that. You've noticed there is age on there in the shed, but there's a different shade of green over here now. So we've gone into almost controlled traffic in a way, with the 12 metre grain drill to replace the 9 metre. Unfortunately we had to come off it temporarily and go in with a 6 metre combination with how wet things got. Wasn't ideal, but needs must to just get the ground drilled. We needed a backup plan to a trial drill. 12 metre trial cultivator now. We've still got our M series John Deere. It's just too handy to get rid of that one, as that was the last new tractor we bought when you were with us before. So we're going to keep hold of that. It's handy for the sprayer trailer work where we don't need anything too fancy. It's got the GPS which works with the Daman sprayer we've got. And all the other tractors, including the smaller fast track, have been replaced with class. It's a bit of a scheme they had going, and we've just outed everything. Got a very good deal on doing so. So we've got an Axion 960 now. It's replaced the 8R John Deere which was attached to the class baler when it had its little incident. So unfortunately my beloved John Deere 8R has got a little bit toasty as well, so we couldn't get it off quick enough. This is currently attached to a Valentini tiller and subsoiler which belongs to the potato grower. That's one of the jobs we've got to do at the moment, just hanging off because it's supposed to rain. It's a little bit concerned about breaking up ground with that at the moment. We've got the Daman 36 metre sprayer now. We've decided to keep that and get rid of the Amazon, which that has full individual nozzle switching on. That was the basis for going with that one. 2 Bailey trailers and 12 metre Caverland Accord drill for sugar beet. Not sure what we're going to do with the Vardestat Tempo yet. It may or may not go, depends how much work we get for it this spring. So we've got a few jobs ongoing. Just at the moment it's knowing what to do with the weather. But first things first, we've got to go and get some fertiliser spread on a couple of bits of grass. That's going to be our job for today. At least then that could be washed in, so I'll get this out. Get it loaded up, and I will see you in a couple of moments. Right, we're all loaded. We've obviously got a new spreader as well. The KRM was getting a little bit long in the tooth, or the bridle. Let's see if we can actually get it on this field of spring canola. Nothing has had base fertiliser or anything on so far. Most of the fields have been tramlined. There's the odd one which hasn't, due to how wet it was. It's just a case of getting it in. In a couple of cases the wheat seed was actually broadcast on and cultivated in. Just a bit of an experiment, that one. So, reason we've gone class is just a good deal at the time. They're all on a lease type scheme, apart from the little one which we bought for the vineyard work. That one we actually own. Unfortunately, couldn't get hold of a spread of section control at the moment. As soon as they get one available, we'll be looking into that. A bit of variable rate system as well. This track just basically replaced the 4220. Still got the 8 series fast track as you saw on the player in the barn there. That's for haulage and for doing the Samson tanker. So we just leave the grass for now, this is a bit more important. Get these done. Get money back for this, the grass well, there's a bit of a yes-no situation. We get the money for the hay, but it doesn't pay like these do as crops. So we keep going until it starts to rain, hopefully. Not got quite the same level of comfort as the fast track. That's a lot better than what the John Deere's had. Obviously the 6M can do some spreading as well if we need it to. Feels nice and dry at the moment, thankfully. On top at least. It's dried out well with all things considered. They were a bit generous with the headland tram line, so we didn't get it into the grass margins. I do want us to put some on the playing field as well, but I can't really see the point of that. So that's had to be reseeded. Someone thought it was a good idea to use it as a rally track during the winter when that's wet. So at 36 metres we're covering the ground nicely. We get a bit of aerial footage as well of this. Fields aren't as smooth as they could be due to the weather we had over winter, but not a lot we could do about that. We've done our best. Over the ground anyway. So there's a bit of a problem with the tram line there. Sort that out. Not quite sure why there's a problem with the tram line. It's the first outing with this spreader, so I'm hoping it's not the spreader. Someone's going to get a very angry phone call. The amount of money this costs. So this field get coated as well. It's only really the headlands what want doing on this one. Or with the type of fertiliser we're putting on anyway. Be a bit careful in the middle of this field. This one was still rather wet when we drilled it. Should be seeing a bit more of us again now. Got permission to come back onto the channel. So Colin's Contractors is returning, as we've had a big increase in business on here. I'd rather we didn't have such a big increase in spring drilling, but that's can't be helped. That one through there doesn't want this on it. It's got one bit of grass we want to get coated. I think I can get to by going around the margin on this field. We won't have to go out on the road to do it. We've also got a field of spring wheat up here to do. Get that done first. This was actually drilled with winter wheat, but yeah, we won't go into that. It's not been a good winter. Some of the fields will go straight into a liquid fertiliser. So the bigger one over there we'll be doing. Just a few of these wanting some compound on them. I'm a little bit concerned that this spreader has missed a bit already. Done. In these size fields, 36 metres is a bit big, but that'll do the job. It's all about time at the moment. think we might have an issue with this spreader we need to have a word with the dealer about. Doesn't seem to be going the full 36. They talked us into a sulky. It's not the first choice we had. Just run this out on this grass. Shouldn't take long. Grass is a bit of a get it if we can type affair on this bit. Right, get this back to the yard, and I'll get onto the dealer and see what I can do. Hopefully we'll get it sorted by the next time you see us. Something isn't quite right there. Right, that's where we'll leave this video. So for now, I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.